Hi guys, welcome to a video, and in today's video I'm just going to be reviewing episode 5 of season 2 of the L Word, Generation Q. The Q is for questionable. Look, the only thing I care about is Gigi and her open shirt. That's my truth and I feel like I should speak it. I do. Yes, I did go into a homosexual cardiac arrest when I saw Gigi in that shirt. I'm recovering. The doctor says to take it easy, to stop being such a dramatic lesbian. But what does she know, you know? We're halfway through the season. It's like we've climbed a very rocky lesbian mountain and we're all like little baby goats trying to get to the top and not fall off, because that would not end well. But also, even if we reach the top, what's really there? I think that sums Generation Q up quite well. This episode starts off with Finley. She's been on a bit of a drinking binge because Sophie has been with Danny. Yeah, this triangle is still going on. Why? Sophie then comes clean to Finley about the fact that she's been with Danny. I don't know, I'm just a bit annoyed with Sophie this season. I just feel like, please communicate healthily because you're an adult. I don't know, I'm tired. I mean, I'm tired in real life, but I'm also, this show is not helping, you know? It's like Sophie knows that Finley is into her and she's still... What is she doing? I mean, okay, okay. Speaking of unhealthy communication, let's move on to Bet and Gigi this episode. Look, I love Bet. You know, everybody knows that she is my one true love, which is very one-sided on my part. Well, Jennifer Beals is my one true love, not Bet, but okay, you know, whatever. Same difference, some might say. I love Gigi so much. I'm very thirsty for Gigi and would do terrible things just to touch her shoulder blade. I would. Anyway, yeah, I don't like the way that Bet is treating Gigi. Bet is not only refusing to kind of communicate with Gigi honestly, I just don't like the way she's treating her, because Gigi is so open and willing to communicate and Bet is just being like salty for no reason. Like, is she using Gigi? Is that what's going on? Like, it's hard to like Bet when she's acting like that. Again, just I can't even say get some therapy, because she's literally in therapy this episode, so just get more therapy. Maybe she needs like an emotional support pet. Oh, I volunteer as tribute for that one. So Sherry Jaffe is back and she's dating Tess. Out of all the people she could be dating, she's dating someone who is very close with Shane. And I wasn't actually sure if Tess was just dating Sherry Jaffe to get back at Shane, but then she wasn't aware that they had a history apparently. So no, it really was just chucked in there because it's bad fan fiction. Like, when I say that this show is like badly written fan fiction, and I say it a lot, I mean it. Mean it from the core of my soul. Like, I like Shane and Sherry Jaffe, but I feel like the ship has maybe sailed and it's not working for me this time around, unfortunately. Danny's father is in the big house and she's not happy about it. And says, you know, if he doesn't come clean, she's going to burn his shit down. And actually, that's a bit of a foreshadowing, because I do believe somewhere in future episodes something gets burnt down, which is possibly to do with her. But you didn't hear it from me on this public internet video. Well, we won't discuss the writing because at this point we all know the score, I guess. But speaking of Danny, DG are back. Danny and Gigi, they have... Oh, I love these two. I love these two together. Well, first of all, okay, priorities. I need to talk about Gigi's open shirt, because I had a gay awakening and I'm already gay. I'm trying not to say things that would be inherently creepy and also kind of crossing boundaries. I just appreciate that open shirt. Let's just say I would do terrible things to touch her collarbone with her permission. What I wanted to say about Danny and Gigi this episode is I'm not sure if Gigi is using Danny somehow to get at Bet or to keep Bet in her place, although we know Bet is going to be in a kind of love affair with Pippa. So I'm not really sure, like, I really don't know what direction that's going to be in. I'll get to Tina and Bet in a bit, but I got the feeling that there's so much tension between Gigi and Danny, and I really want them to make eye contact intensely. They both are very open and willing to communicate. I think they would just make the most perfect couple on this show. I love that they both speak Farsi, but also, do we need to start a GoFundMe so that Generation Q can put subtitles in so that the rest of us can understand what's being said? I mean, I just enjoy Gigi speaking Farsi, whether I understand it or not. I would like to understand what she's saying, but then maybe I should go away and learn it. Because also, if Sepida Moafi speaks Farsi, then I should learn. It's my fault. I apologise. But also, Gen Q gets subtitles. That's all I'm saying. Okay, alright, okay. Let's talk about Bet and Tina, T-Bet, #boring, #poortards, I still love you. Okay, it was refreshing to see Carrie back on the screen. I really love her character. She's a breath of fresh air in this show, and I really enjoy scenes with Carrie. I understand why Carrie feels very isolated. That hand-holding between Bet and Tina in therapy was very kind of telling, and you could see how isolated Carrie felt. And I feel like this is maybe a kind of wild, it's not that wild. My prediction is that I think Carrie might leave Tina because she believes that Tina and Bet are still, they're just too kind of entrenched in each other to see other people, which is... It's true, but then why are we going through this again? Why does Tina think that Bet doesn't want her? Like, why is she just in denial about that? I mean, again, I know I shouldn't question the writing, but Bet is willing to kind of drag herself across broken glass for Tina. She always has been, and yeah, I don't deserve this. Anyway, T-Bet, Carrie and Angie are in therapy where they all belong, except Angie. She seems well-rounded, and actually Carrie seems well-rounded. So what I mean is T-Bet belong in therapy permanently. I just enjoyed these scenes for the sheer absurdity of them. Again, I feel like it's fan fiction. I keep saying that, but I can't help it. It's just like people are doing what they want with these characters and putting them all in a therapy room together. It makes for good entertainment. It does. Bet says something along the lines of she hasn't seen her mother in quite a long time. But I'm pretty sure in the OG show, Bet said both her parents were dead, insinuating, that her mother was dead, but apparently she's may still be alive out there somewhere. Who cares about canon? I mean, I don't really take Generation Q as canon, but apparently neither do they. Okay, cool. So Marcus is having kidney failure, and it's serious, and Angie wants to see if she could be a possible match. I'm guessing so she can donate a kidney. And I understand her reasoning. I don't know how I feel about this storyline. I guess it just feels a bit like out of the blue that she'd want to possibly donate a kidney to somebody she hasn't even met. But I do understand where she's coming from, and I mean, who needs 2 kidneys? Not me. I already sold one to make eye contact with Jennifer Beals. No, that's not true, but I would. I talk about donating kidneys to make eye contact with women all the time. I mean, okay, I get it. So Angie gives this really interesting speech about race, and I acknowledge it's not my place to kind of wax lyrical about race. That's not my conversation. But what I feel like with Generation Q, and I'm going to make a kind of longer video about the issues in Generation Q, but one of the things I feel like is they'll pick something that they want to talk about, and rightly so. Race is a very broad conversation that is reflective of the real world that we live in, and these conversations, they should be had. and they deserve to be heard. And I completely support these conversations. However, sometimes I feel like with Generation Q, they don't do it in a very organic way. It feels almost to me as though they'll pick certain things they want to talk about, encapsulate it in a short monologue, and throw it at a character who launches into that monologue at some point, instead of the topic or the issue being threaded into the show organically. So I'm not saying that these conversations shouldn't be had. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the way in which these conversations had can feel a bit out of left field sometimes. Moving on to the older lesbian couple that Sophie interviews. Oh my god. They are so adorable. I was literally having you get those little fuzzies when you see something really cute. That's what I was feeling. They were just adorable. That was such a nice touch in the show, and in fact, what they were talking about did feel organic, and they were talking about some of the discrimination an older generation of lesbians had to go through in their younger years, and that did feel organic to me, and I really enjoyed that little segment personally. I thought it was very cute. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to predict what's going to happen this season. The crux of this episode really was Tina and Bet and the navigation around their co-parenting, but also it just seems to me like it's setting up a situation down the road for them to possibly reunite. However, Tina doesn't really seem interested in reuniting. It's really hard to say. I guess, I shouldn't question things. I should just enjoy the ride. I should. One thing I'm very excited for is Danny and Gigi. I really, I hope they take it there. I mean, I think Gigi just radiates that kind of lady killer energy. She wants a slice of the Danny cake, you can tell. Okay guys, let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what you think is gonna happen between Bet and Tina, between Gigi and Danny. I want to know. I want to know your predictions. Did I like this episode? I didn't not like it. I think I just, I liked Gigi's shirt. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for instant disappointment, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.